welcome to my channel. My name is Arit. As always, don't forget to like, comment and share this video. So the topic we're looking at today are telephone interview mistakes, and I am going to run through 5 common mistakes that candidates who look great on paper tend to make when they're doing the telephone interview, which means they never get through to a face-to-face. But I don't want you to make those mistakes, and I know you don't want to make them, so I will share them with you. So the first one is not taking the interview serious. Now, phone interviews for hiring managers are a way to just separate the wheat from the chaff, to weed out the weak candidates from those who they want to meet face-to-face. Now, I always say too is that as an interviewee, you got to look at the phone interview as a way to sift that company, as a way to find out actually whether or not they are worthy of your time and your talent. So take the interview serious, be alert, do your research and be on point. The second mistake people tend to make is they're not focused, and they're not focused because they're in a room that is got too much noise going on. So if I can hear a baby crying, a barista making coffee, chit of an office, you're distracted and I am distracted, which means there is no focus. Now, if like me, you have the attention span of a gnat, you need to clear your area of anything that you can fiddle with. Now, I know you're super organized, so you've got your computer open with the job description and the employer's website, but switch off your Facebook alerts, switch off your email alerts, and if you're using a landline but your mobile phone is in the room, make sure the mobile is on mute. Your time on your telephone interview is short. Let's make the most of it by staying focused. So number 3 is not being prepared. Do you know the name of your interviewer? Do you know how long the interview is going to last? Do you know what the process is post the telephone interview? If you answer no to those, it's good you're watching this video, because next time you get invited to a telephone interview, you need to ask these questions as part of your email, as part of your booking confirmation, because you need to do your research. It's super important. And up in one of these corners is a video that I've produced that is all about helping you get prepared for your phone interview. And number 4 is not answering the questions. My dear friends, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen to the question and stay on topic. Because let me tell you this, more often than not, your hiring manager is your interviewer rather, is making the interviews, doing the interview rather, at their desk. And they could be in an open plan office. Their computer could be on so they can see their emails. They might have a colleague coming along saying, do you want a cup of coffee? You know, so they're easily distracted. And what will distract them even more is if you drone on and on and on, answering a question they never actually asked. So your answers have got to think of a movie trailer when you're thinking about your answers. They're short, succinct, and they whet the appetite of the hiring manager. And if you don't understand the question or you think you've misheard, ask. That's totally fine, because remember, interviews are as much about you getting something out of the interviewer as it is about them getting something out of you. And the 5th mistake is not being confident. And by that I mean is that if you are called out of the blue, for example, and your interviewer wants to do the interview there and then, and you're like, I'm not ready, it's fine to say, can we reschedule? Because ultimately, like I've said before, it's about you too, and you want to be on point and you want to make sure that they are on point too. So you can decide, and you want to be in the position to decide if you're invited back for that, invited to that face-to-face interview, whether or not you want to go. So from the top, not taking the interview serious is the first mistake. 2nd, not being focused. 3rd, not being prepared. 4th, not answering the questions. And 5, not being confident. Those are your 5 mistakes to avoid. Now, this I think is maybe the 4th video I've done as part of the series on telephone interviews. So you'll see a link to the playlist somewhere in one of these corners. So do check them out. As always, feel free to share this video and click on the link below for details of vacancies at DiVA, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.